Cancerians, hello, hello, hello. So this is your general reading for 12 till 18 October 2020. Really timeless, but it's a period that we're focusing on. And the focus for the reading is love. So if you look at your chart, sun, moon, rising, and ascending, if you need to look at those other readings, you can as well. Also, if there's any sort of like communication problems, look at your Mercury, or if it's actual love problems, you can also look at your Venus. And if you don't know where those things are, there's a link down below in the description for a free natal chart that gives you like a mini sort of astrology reading. It's free, and it also lets you know what your placings are, because those things are quite important. Okay, for those of you that are always supporting my channel, I'd like to thank you. I'd like to welcome you back. And if it's your first time here, I'd like to welcome you to my channel. My name is Adrian. I'm intuitive healer. I practice holistic wellness, and I also do spiritual regression hypnosis. Okay, if you want beautiful graphic design work done, or you need some social media management, you can contact my friend directly, AC Digital Marketing Solutions. There's a link just down below in the description. So all these beautiful thumbnails that I have, they are all created by AC Digital Marketing Solutions. Okay, getting you a message from the universe before I give you some oracle cards. And the first card that came out there for you, there's two actually. The one says, convince yourself, not others. Convince yourself and not others. And at the back it says, the need to clarify, explain, or justify oneself in a personal relationship is always self-serving. What's important is knowing the truth about why you felt the need, because it often points to insecurities that could be dealt with in more effective ways. All right. And then it says that most people are just trying to survive. And I think that is such a good one for us sometimes, because we forget that sometimes when we come from our own sort of emotions, that, sometimes other people are also just really trying to, doing their best. And sometimes their best is not really agreeable what we see as the best. Okay. And it says, just remember that most people are so beguiled by your charm, awed by your confidence, and inspired by your choices, they simply forget to say thank you, please, and I love you like crazy. As often as they feel the urge, let's not be one of those people. Okay. I do know Cancerian that obviously, a typical Cancer trait is, you love to be told that you are special, and remember that people communicate in different ways. So sometimes you may not like verbally say it, but like you don't say the words, but look at the actions. What are they doing? Okay. Sometimes the actions speak so much louder than the words, because words can be empty sometimes. Okay. Just be mindful of that. So drawing you some tarot cards from the Angel Tarot, and so seeing where you currently are, and what brought you there and what's coming towards you. General reading, take what resonates. Remember, the reading's timeless. It's not gender specific. The roles may be reversed, but generally when I do a reading, I focus on your energy. Okay. All right, let's see. Okay. So this is interesting. Let's see. What are you up to, Cancerians? What are you up to? What are you up to? It's love, but there's more happening here than just love. Too many cards. What are you up to? Let's just get you the rest of the cards, and then we're gonna... Okay. Alright. Interesting stuff. I'm sorry. Lots of thinking going on here. Lots and lots of activity actually going on here in your life, more than you would normally get for Cancer. So overall energy, 16 life experience with Archangel Chamuel. A significant life event, a powerful revelation that leads to change, time to spread your wings. Oh, okay. I feel that for some of you, it's almost like you really want love, you're really ready for love, but there may be so many other things happening in your life at the moment that it's almost like now that you don't have time for love. That's it. So in the recent past, what brought you to where you currently are? The 3 of water, which is the 3 of cups, the 7 of fire, which is the 7 of wands, and the 10 of air, which is the 10 of swords. Okay. So you have, this is like one of those situations where you really sort of, you really place your heart on someone, like you placed your heart on someone, like, you could see this could work, and this could be beautiful, and this could be harmonious, and this could really, really work for you. And something came in here. I feel that for some of you, not necessarily for all of you, but I feel it quite strongly. It's almost like there were certain things that were there the whole time that you didn't want to see, that you didn't want to acknowledge it. I don't really feel that sort of the person that you were dealing with, it doesn't really feel like they were unclear about, where it is that they are standing in this sort of situation. That they may have said things like, I'm not really ready for love, or, I really value you as a friend, but not really more than that. And I feel that some of you kind of wanted to change their mind. You thought that, if you show up sort of differently, or you shine, or you show them how incredible you are, that you can convince them, what a sort of like a good match you are. And then, so I feel that recently there were 10 of air, 10 of swords, it says end of a difficult situation, embrace the change, and expect things to get better now, recovering from an addiction. Some of you, you may not have realized where it was coming from, but I feel that for some of you were really, really trying to sort of fix a situation that didn't really need fixing. And the more you try to fix it, you could actually ruin something really, really beautiful. And you kind of stopped that, because it was almost sort of, I feel, like a safety mechanism. So if you could keep yourself very busy with this situation, even keep your heart very broken with this situation, committed in this sort of love and stuff, that you didn't really have to sort of open your heart to the real deal, because you could convince yourself that you were so busy and focused on this. All right, which is a pattern that Cancer can sometimes get into. So where you currently are, where did that bring you? So 5 of air, which is the 5 of swords, 9 of fire, which is the 9 of wands, and the Chariot. Beautiful. So you sort of realize that you sort of did a whole 360 here, where you realize, like, listen, this isn't working. I'm not doing myself any favors here. And started to see, like, I feel that where you are right now, it's almost like there's a lot of unfolding taking place. It's almost like you're getting to see how much of the magic you missed in your own life. And you also get to see, the healing that needs to be done, giving yourself a really positive chance here and really moving forward. For some reason, I feel that you're in the space where you're becoming quite some sort of, profound example for others, for life and love, but more life, actually, even though this is a reading that focuses on love. So what's coming towards you? 2 of air. This is the real difficult situation. This is the real. So it's almost like you were keeping yourself very busy with a different connection, and sort of, maybe from the best of intentions, really, but it's almost like you kept a complication alive, even if it was very one-sided. I do feel the other person knew that you were doing what you were doing, and it's almost like they're breathing a very big sigh of relief that you stopped doing that now, even though the two of you may not have spoken about what you were actually doing. because I feel they sort of wanted to merge away from it. It felt very uncomfortable to them, to bordering on becoming unbearable. And this is what you were actually holding yourself from this situation coming towards you, the Two of Air, the Two of Swords, with the Six of Earth, which is the Six of Pentacles, rebalancing there, which is perfect because we're still in, in the stage of Libra, and the Six of Fire, the Six of Wands, Six of Emotions. Whoa, 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 whoa. I did not expect to see that. Okay, so it's almost like now that you stop sort of chasing this sort of phantom love, that you're really getting to see what the real connection is and stepping forward. And it's almost like this connection was aware of what you were doing. So it was sitting there waiting for you to like, oh my goodness, are they ever going to get it, And I feel that the love that you want is coming to you, and it's coming in really, really fast. The person that you're dealing with is quite a proactive person. They do a lot of stuff, even though it seems like they're doing nothing, but positive things, constructive things. And then what's coming towards you also, it says victory, good news is on the way, public recognition or awards. Okay. All right. Let's clarify the overall energy. This life experience, new beginning, Archangel Chamuel for you over here. So you got the Nine of Swords, the Sun, happy energy, and the Six of Pentacles. There's something interesting that's happening here with the approach to love, because this connection that you were trying to make work, this sort of that you were literally holding on to, that it's almost like you thought you really wanted that. I don't mean any disrespect by but it's like you thought that you wanted it, but now you actually, when you realize that you didn't and you let it go, I feel that it was a very sort of difficult thing for you to do. It was very painful. Okay. But it's the way that the light started to come in. Some of you didn't want to feel your emotions, and when you started to feel them, the light started to come in. The prosperity and the blessings and everything literally started to come in, and also opportunities started to come towards you. It's almost like this loop that you were holding yourself in with love there in the past. It was withholding you from your actual your full experience of life. In a sense, it's almost like it was you were stuck, okay, and you didn't realize that you were the one keeping yourself stuck. Let's look at the recent past. We're just going to look at the Ten of Air, the Ten of Swords. Actually, I want to draw a card for the Three of Water, the Three of Cups. I want to draw just one for them. Two of Swords. It wasn't a very it wasn't pleasant, because it felt very contrived, because it wasn't for you, and it's like you were trying to make it work. Like, it's obviously a general reading, but for many of you, it's like you really tried to manipulate this situation. You tried to manipulate it. You would say that you weren't, but you were. Okay. Let's look at the Ten of Swords, because that didn't work out for you. It's just it's like you would hope and then you don't, and you hope and then it doesn't, and you hope and then it doesn't, because it wasn't for you. It wasn't your connection. Okay. All right. We got the Four of Swords, so your heart started to heal. You got the Queen of Swords, and you've got the Devil. Yeah. You got to see, you started to see how you were sort of, in many ways, your own worst enemy. Especially when it came to love, some of you were being your own worst enemy, and you got to see that. You were actually withholding yourself from what it is that you wanted to have, and it was fear. It was fear. It was a sense of maybe not being good enough. And I feel that that there's a connection with someone else that you knew about, that you're aware of, or an energy that you're aware of what you really want, but you know, it's like you didn't feel ready, so you kind of kept yourself in this sort of bubble of contradiction until you could get more clarity. Okay. So for 5 of Air, where you are right now, you're getting to really see how you were keeping yourself in that bubble of contradiction. You got the 3 of Pentacles, new beginning, new start. Can make anything of it really. Strength card, inner work, inner child healing, and the 8 of Swords. You are seeing how you are. It's this new start where you are right now, this new connection where you are right now, this new willingness for honesty, you know, and true love where you are right now. It can actually go in either direction, and if it can go in either direction, the question is always, why can't it go in a positive direction? You know, there is some healing that needs to be done here. This is a time for having very honest conversations with yourself in the mirror. Very honest. All right. And being open to your mind, giving you honest feedback. This is when you speak to your subconscious mind, really that bigger part of yours, and say, what do you have to say to me? What guidance do you have available for me? You know, how can I do this better? What do I need to heal from? And the situations will show up, and they're not always pretty, but you know, they move us forward. They move us forward. Let's look at this 9 of Fire, this 9 of Swords. It's a card that flipped around right away. So for the 9 of Fire, the first time for the 9 of Swords, sorry, not Swords, Wands, the first card you come out is 9 of Pentacles. So as you feel the emotions, as this honest relationship with yourself expands, somehow your finances also become better. 5 of Cups and the 7 of Swords. Beautiful healing that's taking place here. It's almost like some of you might start laughing at yourself, you know, in a sense for how you actually held yourself back sometimes in life. Remember to be kind to yourself, okay? Self-exploration with kindness. The Chariot, because now you're moving forward. Oh, baby, are you moving forward? Just going to draw one card for it. The Death card. New beginning. Rebirth. Man, boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy. Wow. Let's look at what's coming towards you, because what's coming towards you is interesting. Because now we're dealing with the real stuff. Now we're dealing with the real stuff. Okay. 3 cards fell out. What are they? The Hanged Man. Gives the connection time. 3 of Wands. This is your person. And the Empress. There are definitely some teething pains over here. You all need to sort of have that conversation. You guys need to have that conversation. All right. There are some choices that need to be made here, some decisions, some compromises are required. That decision's got to be had. All right. It's the time to start off, you know, tip dance around the situation. That time has passed. It's time to talk. It's time to speak. Let's look here with the 6 of Earth, the 6 of Pentacles. Some really important decisions need to be made here. And some compromises are required. This is a give and take situation. But I feel that there's been a imbalance all along, and I feel that you were sort of both in denial about it. Maybe you more than the other person. You've got the Knight of Pentacles, you've got the Page of Wands, and you've got the Star. This is almost like this is some sort of decision about how things are gonna be done. It could be one of those kind of situations where, like, say, maybe one goes to work and one runs the household type of thing. What is expected of you? There's some clarity that's needed here, because and that is where the freedom comes in, because I feel that the other person doesn't really know what you expect of them. You know, whilst you feel that they should know, they don't actually know. And with this difficult situation, there's definite help here from the universe. I don't know, I feel that somehow it's like you are the money person, you know. But until you have this conversation, it's going to be difficult. And they want you to have the conversation. They want it from you. They want the clarity from you. It's literally like, what do you want? You know, you need to tell them. Let's look at what we got here for the Six of Fire. Just going to draw one card. Going forward, a lot of hope. Five of Pentacles. You got to talk about it. You got to talk. That you need to have that conversation. The key to unlock this door is right here. But it's about reaching out and taking it. Okay, let's get you one more card there. You got to have that conversation. You got to have that conversation. I know that you don't always like confrontation and stuff, Cancer, but this is one of those cases where, and this is not one of those conversations that it's like, I really want to be with you. That much is already obvious. This is more like how we're going to do this. Okay. There's a card flying for you. In reverse, Knight of Swords. It won't be as difficult as you think it is. And at the bottom's the Hermit. Don't overthink it. Okay. Alright, let's get you some oracle cards. I'm going to get you 4 oracle cards or from 4 different decks to see what additional guidance we have for you from the oracles. And if the reading resonates with you, Cancerians, you're more than welcome to like, comment, share and subscribe. Remember, if you subscribe, to hit that notification button so you get notified of the readings when they come out. Let's see, what do we have for you from the Crystal Oracle? Jump right up. Emerald, Compassion, Heart Compassion. And I feel for some of you, you feel that by sort of sidestepping the matter, that you're doing sort of like the nice sort of kind thing. But I don't really feel that your person is seeing it that way. They may actually see it as you being non-committal. Okay? So just know that. Let's see what we've got for you from Angel Prayers. And of course, remember, if you want some beautiful graphic design work done or social media management, you can also contact AC Digital Marketing Solutions. The link is down below in the description. Okay. Let's see what we have for you. What do we have? 2 cards. Okay. So the one says, Speak Your Truth with Archangel Gabriel. Thank you, Gabriel, for helping me speak with integrity. There we go. You know, the conversation won't be that hard. Shine your light, Archangel Uriel, a universal support. Thank you, Uriel, for helping me to share my light with the world. And then, of course, I always say there's something that brings us to a reading. There's a question that we have inside our heart. It can be about love. It can be about something else. But open your heart, mind, and soul to that question, please. I'm going to draw your card from the Angel Answers. Or you can just open your heart to whatever it is that you need to know right now. What it is that the heavens need to communicate with you. Let's see. Oh. Alright, so there's lots of cards that fell out. I'm going to take the 2 top ones because they're showing right up at me. Actually, they say I should take 3, so I'm taking 3. So the first one says, look for a sign. The universe is always speaking to us. Look for a sign. Yes. Balance. Yes. And listen to your intuition. And Enchanted map. Let's see what we have for you from the Enchanted map experience. Oh. One card came out and it says, right away, be happy. It's good things, There's a good flow that has been set for you and you can flow that now. The hard work is done. Some of you feel that there's still a lot that you need to do. The hard work is done. So open your heart to the flow right now. Okay. And honor, love, and respect. Thanks for your time, your energy, love, and your light. See you on whichever video of mine you decide to watch next. Bye.